Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to look at the Jem and the Hollograms dolls that were released in 1986. They are here in my Valentine's Stablescape display this year in all their glitz and glamour. Jem and the Hollograms began with a cartoon TV program in 1985 which featured Jem as a central character with dual persona. The first persona is Jem, who is a rock star performer on stage, and the second persona at offstage is Jerica, a music executive. Her storyline includes her rock band called the Hollograms and a rival band called the Misfits. In 1986, the dolls entered the toy market. The first release featured Jem with two changes that reflected the main character of the television TV program. I searched the internet for the original price of the doll and came across a photo with a price sticker for $14.99. I don't know if this is the regular price or on a sale price, but I'll start from here. Converted to today's price from 1986 to 2026, AI version showed $44.36 based on the Consumer Price Index. I then researched eBay for a box edition with the lowest price at $149.99 or $150 of a round off price. From here, we are going to look at Jem Jerica dolls in box and out of box. Here's a front shot of the box containing the doll that converts from Jem to Jerica. This box contains a Spanish version because Jem was sold also in other countries and also manufactured there. Here's the back view of the box, and here you can see the illustrations that features Jem and the Hollograms band, also her boyfriend and manager, and also the roadster that the band used. This is the same illustration that's used at the back of the box but shown in the poster. Let's examine the box doll that I have in my collection, and we start at the top. Here you can see the logo of Jem and the tagline of Truly Outrageous, and it also indicates that the doll inside is the Jem Jerica that changes from stage performer to executive. And here again at the front you can see the doll, and at the far end this is a flip type of a cardboard package in here. The graphics are very well done here, and you can see Jem here, very well illustrated, and you can see the very vivid colors of the packaging, and you can also see the illustration that Jem has pink hair at the top of her head and blonde hair on the bottom part. And also here you can see the illustration that shows her stage performance dress. It is a bright pink color here. It has a triangular cinch belt that has some patterns in there. It is a silver that is looking like it's textured in the illustration, and it's got fringe on one side, and the hem here also shows uneven sloping hemline of the dress. And then at the bottom you'll see the music executive persona. She's got a beret in there and also a matching dress, and it is a white and turquoise stripe, and it's also got the reverse view of the cinch belt. And here it also shows Jem's earrings flash with mysterious energy, and the graphics is carried through. And here you can see another Jem doll in my collection, and this one I have the battery, and when I turn it on here you can see the flashing earrings. It has a tube type of earrings, but when it flashes it has a star pattern. It's really quite interesting to see. I remove the batteries from the other dolls because if it leaks it will destroy the circuits. Let's take a look at the other part of the front of this box, and here you can see the Jem Jerica graphics there, and there are stars. Bright yellow is at the background, and here you can see the Jem doll through the clear part of the box, and also here you will see a prominent Jem logo, and then you can also see through the window the other set of clothing that she's got. You can see on the far right, you see the Jerica persona dress and her beret. And here you can see also the stage performance dress and graphics in here, which shows that she's got the flashing gem star earrings, and also that the box contains 2 fashions. Let's turn to one side of the box to see what it contains. It's just really simple, just stars in here, and as we go down to the bottom it just has Jem Jerica in there and a logo of Jem, truly outrageous. And then it shows the copyright here. It says copyright 1985 Hasbro Inc. and then that it is at Pawtucket, Rhode Island and made in China. Let's turn to the back of the box, and here the holograms band is shown, and also the central figure in the front, that's Jem in the pink dress, is also shown. Here's the Jem truly outrageous graphics, and here on the far upper right hand corner it identifies the band members, Kimber, Shayna and Aja, in high energy motion. And then you see the Jerica persona in the far right. That's the illustration with the white and blue stripe beret and dress. This is very, very well done in terms of the graphic illustration. And coming down below also shows Jem again as the central figure, and on the left side you see another star illustration that has Jem on the left side and her boyfriend and stage manager Rio on the left side. And here's a print here. It says, will Rio ever find out that the 2 special ladies in his life are one and the same? And here down below you can see the roadster that the band and also Jem uses. And this one also has other graphics in the background. It seems like that's palm trees back there, but the background has really vivid colors as well. This is carried through the packaging. This is why it's called outrageous, because of the colors that are used here. And here on the bottom there's more information there, but the one that's somewhat important is the lower portion of the back, where it describes Jem Jerica as the cartoon figures. The print also says that these are earrings that operate on two 1 1/2 volt button cell batteries, which are included, and that instructions are inside. And as we go down, this one has the information of the doll inside. Offstage is Jerica, the cool chief executive of Starlight Music Corporation. On stage is Jem, the hottest new rock star to hit the music scene. Dress and pose her as a high fashion executive as well, and change her styles to match her lifestyles. At the bottom of the box, it prints what the box contains: 12.5 Jem Jerica doll, microphone, stage dress, tights, glitter shoes, hair pick, bracelet, reversible belt, daytime dress, hat, pump, sunglasses, and figure stand. Let's take a look at the bottom of the box. Here you can see the logo that says Jem, truly outrageous, and then Jem/Jerica. It also contains the barcode of the item inside. Here are 2 Jem dolls in my collection that's out of the box, and here we can see more close-up of the dolls in person. Let's take a closer look at Jem. She has rooted nylon hair in 2 colors, pink at the top and blonde at the bottom. And here we can see her facial paint, and it has only blues, lavender, and pinks in colorway. She does have blush as well. Now this one is played with, so she's not in very prime condition. And her earrings doesn't flash because I don't have the battery in this doll. Here also you can see a lighter pink version of her shiny lame dress. It is not like what's in the illustration. And we can also take a closer look at her cinched belt. It's silver in color. It is textured at the front, and inside it's reversible. It is of white cotton there. It's got fringe at the edge. And here you can also see her pink microphone. And here is her silver bracelet. And the hem of the dress shows the triangular sloping hem. And also her tights. They look like it's tricot of iridescent shiny material. And also her metallic pink pump shoes. Let's turn Jem to the back, and here you can see the pink colors of the strands of her hair, and the pink colors here are intended to be tucked into her beret. So this one will not be seen if she's wearing the beret. And her hair is long. It drops below her shoulders, but this hair is still somewhat soft, and it is amazing for a 40-year-old doll to still have this quality. And here you can see at the side her bracelet. Now this silver bracelet is missing the pink gem or gemstone that's at the front, but it's okay. It is cuffed in styling, and it is quite very shiny. The second Jem doll is wearing the Jerica costume, and here you can see the beret, and this one is hard to fit. It keeps on falling down, so I pinned it with a quilter's pin. Now she has lost the pink color of her hair, So she's just got the platinum blonde. And this dress is shown here with a reversible belt. And the dress is the same front and back, and it just slips through. Whereas the pink dress has Velcro openings in the back. And here you can see the tights. This one I made so it doesn't have that iridescent sheen to it. And I also made the shoes for this Jem doll. And this one is the Jerica version. I used felt here for the material to make the shoes because I only have one from the original blue shoes. I lost the other one because it's easy to fall off when the doll is wearing the tights. So it's not quite tight. I'm still perfecting this shoe design that I've made. I will make a demonstration video to show how I made these. But for now, I'm just using it to complete the look. Here I have the comb or pick for Jem, and it has the Jem logo printed in there, and it is hard to see because it's white on white. I also have only one blue shoe for the Jerica doll. I don't have the Jem doll stand, but here is an illustration or a photo from the internet on how this stand looks like. You need to assemble it. Let's take a look at the body structure and mechanism of Jem. Jem stands at 12.5 inches in height. She is taller and larger than the Barbie doll. She has 8 points of articulation. And here we can examine her head closely. Jem has painted features, and she has rooted nylon hair with short bangs. Also, her hairstyle is short at the front, and it gradually tapers to a longer length to the back. It's the same on both sides. Also, she's got blush on her painted face, and here you can see the top layer. It has pink strands, which is tucked under her beret when she changes persona from Jem to Jerica. Here's a closer look at the pink strands of her hair, and also a closer look at her facial paint in blues, pinks, and lavender. And also you can see her earrings here with a tube-like protrusion. That one lights up. You can move her head from side to side. I haven't turned it all the way around, and I don't want to snap in a mechanism in there. But you do need to mask those earrings if you are going to clean her up. And also her arms will go all the way around, and her waist also swivels around. It is ball jointed, and her wrist also swivels all the way around, so she's got jointed wrist. And her legs also moves back and forth, and it doesn't go side to side very well, and her legs does click here, that's flexible. Her ankles are just solid. Her arms are flexible. It clicks twice, it will hold that pose. Also, she's jointed at the wrist. The right hand has a pose in it to hold her microphone, and the left hand is open. And her legs also clicks in two places. Let's take a look at Jem's back, and here you can see the pink strands of hair. And as you pull the hair back, it exposes the switch at the back of her shoulders. That switch will turn her earrings on and off. And also down below is the panel that you can open by unscrewing the small screws at the bottom. That is a Phillips screw in there, and you will need a Phillips small screwdriver that will fit that screw so that you can take the entire panel off to put the batteries in. And here at the back, she's well sculpted, and also at the back of her legs here, it doesn't show any joints, but again, that can be post because it can click twice. And down to her ankle, she's got semi-high heeled feet. It is not too high on the arch. Here's another Jem doll that I have, and this one has the battery, and you can see her flashing earrings here. I remove batteries from my Jem dolls, and I only have one to demonstrate with because I don't want the batteries to leak and ruin the connections that make the earrings flash. But this is a very interesting flashing earrings because the flashing light actually will create star patterns, and they flash alternately. So it is very interesting to see. This is a unique feature of Jem. This is the mechanism of Jem. You need to remove the panel, and here you can see the panel that can be entirely separated from the doll. And also at the bottom part, you can see the Phillips screw and the small screwdriver that you'll need to remove the panel. You will need this panel because the batteries will work better if this panel is placed correctly. And here you can see the two batteries that's needed for the Jem doll. One goes down and the other goes up. And what I used here is the Energizer 357. There's 3 batteries in the card, and this one cost about $6 at Walmart. I have several Jem dolls in my collection, and because the doll is already 40 years old, sometimes the circuits for the flashing earrings no longer work. I usually will try to clean them off and see if I could make them light. Sometimes they light up and sometimes they don't. Let's take a look at the components of Jem's wardrobe. Here's her pink lame performance dress, her silver bracelet to the right, and then up above we see the reversible silver and white belt, and then to the right also here you see the white iridescent tights. And then we move down to her shoes, the pink shiny performance shoe and also the blue daytime shoe, her comb, her microphone, and also Jerica's white and blue stripe shift dress, and also her beret. This is a flat view of Jem's stage performance dress, and we will look closely at the one that I have on hand. This Jem dress that I bought from eBay is in really good condition, and here you can see the shiny surface of the pink lame dress. The dress is not a bright pink dress as illustrated in the photo in the box. And here you can also see that the hem is at an angle and that there's a slit on one side. And also here you can see the overlap is stitched down, so there's no openings at the front. It has a V-neck collar, and the collar is finished with turn down stitching. It has a dolman sleeve, and this dress closes at the back with Velcro fasteners. Let's take a look at the inside of the dress to look at the construction. And here we can see that the side seams are not finished. but the hems are turned down with stitching. And we can turn this to the back, and we can see the stitching on the Velcro closures is good that it's not glued on. These are the pink metallic shoes that Jem uses for her stage performance. These are Jerica's blue shoes. They are the same in styling as the pink metallic ones. These are the shoes that I have on hand that's out of the box. I only have one blue shoe in here. I lost the other one, but they are the same styling, the same in terms of no left and no right, and it's got mid heels, not a high-heeled shoe. And here to the right is the pink shoes that Jem uses on stage. It's got the bright pink metallic color on the outside of the shoe, but the inside is of silver color. Here we see Jerica's blue and white stripe dress. This is the daytime wear. It's very simple. This is a closer look of Jerica's dress. This is made of cotton knit material, and the print on this one is stripes. It's a wavy stripe print. It's aqua blue in color, and the edge of the neckline here is turned under with stitching, but the edges on the sleeves and the hem doesn't have any finishing stitches to it. Now turning to the back here, you can see that there is no opening. It's only a slip dress. Now this one has not been washed, so it's still a little dirty. I bought this dress from eBay. So let's turn the dress inside out to see what the inside looks like. And here again you can see closely that the seams are not finished. However, this fabric doesn't ravel, so it's all right. The fit is good, but again, you'll have to slip it over the head. Sometimes it stretches the fabric. This is Jerica's beret, and this one has an aqua blue elastic to hold in place. The beret is made of the same material as Jerica's shift dress, and this one is used to hold the pink hair of the top of Jerica's head, so she'll have the daytime persona. This is the flat view of Jem's reversible belt. Let's take a look at Jem's reversible belt. Here's the shiny side of the belt, and it's got the fringe in it hanging also, and it reverses to a plain cotton side of the belt. And this belt is held together with a Velcro closure. Here's a flat view of Jem's tights. It is iridescent white in color. Jem's tights have very low elasticity, but it is form-fitting. And here we can see that at the waistband it is held with elastic. Here's a photo of her bracelet that I got from the web, and it shows the pink gemstone at the front. Here's the silver bracelet that I have out of the box, and this one no longer has the pink gemstone at the front, but it looks alright, and it does have the cup styling to it. You do need to carefully put it on Jem because it can't scratch. This is a hard plastic, but I like the metal chrome treatment at the surface of this bracelet. It is in plastic. Here's Jem's microphone. It is of pink and gray colorway. It is of plastic material. This is Jem's microphone that I have out of the box. It is very, very detailed. Here you can see the texture at the top. It looks like a real microphone. Here's a flat view of Jem's comb, and it is a pick in styling. This comb is embossed with Jem at the top. This is Jerica's sunglasses. I do not have these sunglasses out of the box. This year, I'm using Jem and the Holograms in my tablescape for Valentine's Day. I do have the full collection of the Jem and the Holograms dolls, but they are not yet ready. Many of them are out of the box and need to be restored. I will be sharing at YouTube the process of restoring them shortly. Have a great Valentine's Day, everyone, and thank you for watching.